Coming soon on video cassette.
Round and around while we're dancing, my heart makes us glad that we're living today. Each time I feel like romancing, my heart always goes tick-a-tee, tick-a-tee. Round and around while we're dancing, my heart makes us glad that we're living today. Each time I feel like romancing, my heart always goes tick-a-tee, tick-a-tee. Round and round while we're dancing, my heart makes us glad that we're living today. Each time I feel like romancing, my heart always goes tick-a-tee, tick-a-tee. Round and around while we're dancing, my heart makes us glad that we're living today. One time I feel like romancing, my heart always goes tick-a-tee, tick-a-tee. Round and around, my heart makes us glad that we're living today. Each time I feel like romancing, my heart always goes tick-a-tee, tick-a-tee. Round and around, while we're dancing, my heart will be that we're living today. One time I feel like romancing, my heart always goes tick-a-tee, tick-a-tee.
And now for our feature presentation.
Debarkation area. No talking, no smoking. Follow the orange line to the processing area. The next scheduled departure to the prison is in 2 hours. You now have the option to terminate and be cremated on the premises. If you elect this option, notify the duty sergeant in your processing area.
Welcome to Tape and Laser, a showcase of definitive video rentals that established home cinema as we know and love.
Hold it.
For my way overdue second film, I give you the gothic dystopian fantasy that never ceases to inspire. John Carpenter's Escape from New York.
What did I teach you?
You are the Duke of New York. You're A number 1.
I can't hear you.
You are the Duke of New York. You're A number 1.
Give me the diagram.
Duke, don't kill Pliskin. We need him.
Get moving, brain.
Set in the distant future of 1997, Manhattan has been turned into a maximum security prison.
What better revolutionary example than to let the president perish in the inhuman dungeon of his own imperialist prison? The bosses of the racist...
Unlock the pod!
Air Force One is hijacked by terrorists and crashes into Manhattan, where the inhabitants then hold the president for ransom.
You touch me, he dies. If you're not in the air in 30 seconds, he dies. If you come back in, he dies. "20 seconds.
I'm ready to talk.
19.
Enter Snake Plissken, who is given a day to retrieve the president or die trying.
That's it, Pliskin.
Tell him. Tell me what?
That idea you had about turning the Gulf Fire around 180 degrees and flying off to Canada.
What did you do to me, asshole?
My idea, Pliskin. Something we've been fooling around with. 2 microscopic capsules lodged in your arteries. They're already starting to dissolve. In 22 hours, the cores will completely dissolve. Inside the cores are a heat-sensing charge. Not a large explosive. About the size of a pinhead. Just big enough to open up both your arteries. I'd say you'd be dead in 10 or 15 seconds.
Come out now. They're protected by the cores. 15 minutes before the last hour's up, we can neutralize the charge with X-rays.
The film is slow, and there are minutes without dialogue, which are sparse and expository at best. There, however, lies a dark, deadpan humour, which saves the film from the burden of self-seriousness. This is a film where the images do the talking. The film is taut and suspenseful throughout, which makes up for the lack of plot.
I'm at the plane. Nobody else made it, Hauk. Wait a minute. I've got his pulse. Right up ahead, moving northwest.
If you've seen as many Escape from New York imitations as I have, such as the Italian knockoffs, you'll appreciate the restraint a bit more, as these lesser films don't control the audience as confidently as Carpenter does here. Despite being the platform independent success story, along with Mad Max, the birth subgenre or new wave of Filoni, the film manages to play with audience expectations more so than its transcontinental descendants. But you have one of the greatest directors to specialise in genre to thank for that. You can also see why it's so influential. Its minimalism makes it an easy platform for any haphazard producer to make a carbon copy of. But most of these efforts usually try to ape or emulate its influences rather than expand the ideas. Although there are exceptions, unfortunately these are the minority. A superb lineup of character actors doing what they do best. Together they turn a bare-bones script into something quite special. Minimalist, like I said, yet deeply evocative. The audience is given enough to want to dream about what isn't said and seen, and these performances definitely up the replay value.
Heard you were dead.
Brain? Brain! I brought somebody to see you.
Harold Hellman. The snake?
Harold?
How you been, Harold? It's been a long time.
You never told me you knew Snake Plissken, Brain.
Isn't that great? Hey, Brain, I can use some gas if you can spare some.
I'm glad you remember me. Yeah. Man should remember his past. Kansas City 4 years ago, you ran out on me. You left me sitting there.
You were late.
We were buddies, Harold. You, me, and Fresno Bob. You know what they did to Bob? You want to see him sprayed all over that map, baby? Where's the president?
Swear to God, Snake, I don't know.
Don't fuck with me.
Why do you want to know?
I want him.
Working for the man now, huh?
And I'll just beat it out of your squeeze.
Maggie doesn't know exactly where he is, and unless you know exactly, precisely where he is, you'll never find him.
Listen, I'll take you out of here. Yeah. Jet glider just a couple of blocks down the street. Now all you gotta do is get me to him.
No kidding? On the level? Hey, will you take me too?
We got a deal somewhere else.
No glider.
We've got the president. And the Duke's taking everybody out of here.
Never happened, baby. You see, I know something you and the Duke don't know. Only got so long before Mr. President doesn't mean a whole lot.
You lie.
Maybe he's not.
I know him. Look at his face. He's lying.
Right, Harold. I'm lying. So I might as well have some fun and keep looking by myself.
Brain!
Talk to him, baby.
Brain, you'll kill us both of you.
You gotta tell him, tell him! All right, Harold!
You always were smart, Harold.
Just one thing right now. Don't call me Harold.
Impressive tracking shots, which reveal the dilapidated Manhattan in all its glory, and the best use of wide-angle lenses ever in a science fiction film. Great use of shadows, perfectly evocative of the dark future setting. Definitely inspired by Hollywood's black and white golden age. Setup went for a quarter of a mile in some street shots. Staring down those green-lit roads can be totally hypnotic. Carpenter's hauntingly atmospheric score underpins the dark, almost mythic setting with intrusive pings and ominous drones of synth. It greatly enforces the film's personality and immerses you further into the already potent environment.
You're not supposed to be in here, Brain.
In my humble and mostly uninformed opinion, its paranoid Marxist fantasy come to life. But Jesus isn't so violent. I love every frame of this film, the costume design, the locations, the casual dread that perpetrates the environment. It's just all so matter of fact and not in your face, which is a discipline of storytelling we don't see enough of today. Well, in conclusion, Escape from New York is 80s sci-fi cynicism combined with the elusiveness of early half-20th century Genoa filmmaking, which makes Escape from New York, for me, such an eminently rewatchable experience. a triumph of composition over story.
Yeah, the Duke. Hey, number one.